Beautiful out here, isn't it?
You always sneak up on people like that?
I'm sorry. I wasn't trying to scare you. I was just helping Sully out a little bit around the house, and thought you might have gotten turned around. Is this your first time here? I can show you around if you like.
Yeah.
Well, this is a sneak peek of the new CTV original drama series, Sullivan's Crossing, that follows the journey of neurosurgeon Maggie Sullivan as she returns home to a small town. Now, filmed in Nova Scotia, Sullivan's Crossing stars Chad Michael Murray, who you're seeing right now in this clip, and Morgan Kohan, and they join us, both of them, live in the studio this morning. Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning. Thank you for having us.
Thank you for coming in. So this is a new series based off of New York Times bestselling author Robin Carr's novels, and of course the team who brought us Virgin River put together this show. So Morgan, let's start with you. I managed to see a bit of the first episode. It starts out pretty intensely. You played a patient in transplant, and now you're on the other side of it as a neurosurgeon.
Yeah, it's kind of fun to get to be on both sides of it. And it was funny, before I was had booked this role, I'd also auditioned for like 2 other doctors right before. So it was the year of the doctor, one way or another.
Yeah, and you got it. Okay. All right, turning to you now, Chad. Many fans will know you, of course, as Lucas Scott, heartthrob in One Tree Hill, and you're being described as the mysterious, irritating, but handsome newcomer who helps Maggie Sullivan's dad, a man named Sully Sullivan, funnily, around the campground. So what's Cal's deal in this show?
Irritating, I guess. No. He's. I like to believe in a space called uncomfortably comfortable, right? Because you just want. You want to keep everyone on their toes, but at the same time, you want everyone to feel comfortable. And Cal is that guy to a lot of ways. But for the most part, he's just a man healing, and he's out there, and he's found Sullivan's Crossing to be a home. And this very magnetic woman comes walking in the door onto the campground, and boom, sparks may or may not fly.
Yeah, that's always the mystery. They always introduce, 2 very good-looking people, and they say, ooh, they don't like each other, but will they? So Maggie, Morgan, let's talk about Maggie in this show. You're a neurosurgeon, but something kind of bad happens, and it has you coming back to Sullivan's Crossing to meet your estranged dad and reconnect with the community. So this is a story about healing, not just with Cal, but you as well, because you've got some demons from your past.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, she kind of has her life blow up, and the only place to run back to is kind of this small town, and she's purposefully distanced herself from her father. So there's a real kind of reckoning and seeing if there can potentially be a relationship formed again, and a community also that she grew up in. So there's a lot of past trauma, demons that she's having to confront, and then some new people come in and really complicate it.
Yeah. All right, and Chad, we saw you in One Tree Hill. You had a pretty complicated family dynamic there, but in real life, I know that you grew up with a single father, and you wrote something really touching on Instagram on Mother's Day about your wife, Sarah, saying that you didn't realize the importance of having a mother figure because you grew up with a single dad. So in this show, when you see the dynamic between Sully Sullivan and Maggie Sullivan, I mean, kind of what's your place there? Is he kind of like your new dad? Is she kind of like your sister? But because of the romance, does that complicate things?
Yeah. It's a conundrum. It's a ball of complication. There's varying degrees. For me, Scott and I have known each other. Scott, who plays Sully, we've known each other for 20-something years.
Oh, wow.
Crazy enough, we were on Gilmore Girls together, and so he was always the cool uncle for me.
Yeah.
And here we are, we come in, and now we're, again, put in a position where I think Cal looks up to Sully and what Sully's achieved and what Sully's accomplished, but at the same time, I don't really know the story. Sully keeps a lot under the vest, or close to the vest at least, and so it's a lot of discovery. This show really is about discovery, mystery, the trials and tribulations of life, and just being human and trying to heal, recover, which we all are in some fashion, right?
Absolutely. And let's talk about filming in beautiful Nova Scotia. Just looking at the viz, it looks amazing. Morgan, what was it like filming there for you?
It was stunning. It absolutely stole my heart. It was my first time out on the East Coast, and I'm Stan Halifax forever now.
You would.
Yeah.
Okay. Chad, it looks like you share that sentiment.
It's home. My family and I, when we got there, we wanted to get as immersed in the community as we could. So, you know, our daughter started dance class out there. My son started playing football for the Dartmouth Destroyers, and I started coaching. And we found it at home. It really does feel like home. I'd love to be there for years to come.
Yeah.
Get a place, the community, the people, everything. It was just so welcoming, so warm, and talk about picturesque. My goodness.
Yeah, that's a beautiful thing about the show too. We don't shy away from it being in Canada, set in Nova Scotia. It is very much a part of the show.
We need more Canadian content on TV to show our beautiful country. Well, listen, Morgan and Chad, thank you so much for joining us. Sullivan's Crossing, you can catch it. It's airing this Sunday, 7 p.m. 10 episodes, 1 hour long each. Congratulations on this spectacular show. Thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you so much.
Have a great morning.
Having us.
Yeah, absolutely. Take care.